How did you end up getting in and starting Topline Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric?
It took me about 6 months to 8 months until I was able to work. My first job I got was at the night shift at a hotel here by O'Hare, close to O'Hare. It was convention services, very much fixing tables, chairs. I really think at that point I had a problem of not being able to turn down a job. I just could not, like any job offer I would get, I just didn't know how to turn it down, Chris. So here I was within, as soon as I was able to walk, and not even walk like fully, but able to walk. I worked at the night shift at the Hyatt Regency from like 11 at night until 6 in the morning. And I was able to get another job driving some guy doing dry cleaning from 6:30 in the morning until 10 o'clock in the morning. It was a part-time. And I was able to get another job at a local restaurant, just flipping burgers just for lunchtime from 11 till 3. And then I would go home about 3:34, sleep 5 hours, and go back to the hotel. And then while I was working at the hotel, I met a guy in there that offered me another job, and I couldn't turn it down. But I told him, like, I have 3 other jobs, but his job was flexible. So he would give me the formula for ink mixing. And I'm like, great, because each job I have 2 days off. So I have a lot of free time. Can I do it in, whatever time I'm off from the other jobs? He's like, yeah, I'm fine with it, as long as you get it ready the end of the week. So here I am, I was working four jobs at once. I didn't even have time to deposit my paychecks. Saved up a lot of money because I didn't spend any money on anything. Did that for a number of years, and then we opened up a dollar store, me and my family, me and my father and my brothers, and same thing there, just put the extra hours. And then we opened up another grocery store and did the same thing. I was working 7 days a week from 8 o'clock in the morning until about 10 o'clock at night, just nonstop. I would have a fever and I would still be behind the register. Saved up a lot of money until my brother got sick, just from stress and working so many hours. So we decided to take a step back and relax. So we sold one store, and then we kept the dollar store that's here in Spokane. I think I showed it to you when you came.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so we kept that one, and we decided to work 6 hours each. That's it. 3 shifts. Each one will work 6 hours, and we go home and then just enjoy life a little bit. And to me, it was a shock. Honestly, I didn't know how to work only 6 hours a week. So
right.
Decided. I couldn't do it. So I decided, I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm gonna go to school. I asked around. They're like, there's this school, that school. I took some whatever in the community college, and somehow I ran into a guy that knew about heating and air conditioning school. I went to Coin College here in Chicago, and cool. Honestly graduated from there. I just fell in love with the industry. I just loved it. I just enjoyed it. And I started the company, I would say, about 3 months before I graduated from that school.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah. That's when Topline started, and did some service calls here and there, and did a lot of new construction, and I just started building from there, and it's been over 20 years now.
Sam is one of the most encouraging guys that I know. I mean, and we were just talking about this. Anytime somebody has a problem, he's one of the first ones to jump in and be an encourager, because he's seen problems that we didn't even think about, So have you faced some adversity inside even like your business and things like that? And how has your faith and maybe what you've been through helped you to not only go through them, but overcome?
Yeah, many problems, Chris. I mean, many times it felt like being hit with a 2x4 on the back of your head. You just get back up and you keep on moving. We would go to church and we'd hear many stories of this guy got kidnapped and he has 5 kids and there's no one to feed him. This guy got killed, and that was in church, families we knew. And I remember at least 2 times where my father would take me on the side and he would tell me, look, here are the keys to the store. I want you to go to this store. We didn't have cash registers back then. It was a little drawer, you open it, and then we would put all the cash in there. And at least 2 times I remember my father would tell me, I want you to go to this store right now, take a plastic bag, double it, and whatever we have cash in that drawer, I want you to put it in here and bring it to me back. And I would be like, Dad, at least change for the next day. It's like, don't worry about it. And it was that mentality that my father had, such a big heart, that just do what's right and don't worry about it. It will be okay.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say we were wealthy, back then, Chris, but we had a good life. We
Right.
lived very comfortably. But it's just like my father having that big of a heart where he would give 100% of what you have because they needed more than we do. And don't worry about it. God's got, many times he has told me, he's like, do you know how much money Jesus has? He has lots of money.
Yeah. That's right.
Like, don't worry about it. He will fix it. So anything related to, money and, we sit down and how we're gonna, what are we gonna do tomorrow? And we got this and we got that. Well, we pray our Father every day and we say, give us our daily bread. We have a lot more than bread, Chris. I mean, what are we worried about?